One of the best things about living in New York City is the sheer amount of available pizza. A walk down the street or a hop on the train can pretty much get you any style you want. New York, Detroit, gluten-free, and in the home of the world-famous Pizza Rat, well, you can enjoy world-famous Rat pizza. By myself as a man in his 30s, I went to this Chuck E. Cheese in Brooklyn on a weekday afternoon to pick up a personal-sized pizza I ordered online. No, I'm not going through a divorce or struggling with the loss of taste buds due to COVID. For one thing, earlier this year, an events company in Toronto turned a Chuck E. Cheese into a professional co-working space. But in my case, I was simply hungry for the taste of nostalgia. Though when it comes to this shockingly expensive tiny pizza, I could have defrayed that cost by a cool 20% had I simply been a member of Chuck E. Cheese's new subscription service. Yes, Charles Entertainment Cheese himself is now offering up a monthly membership nationwide, starting at just $7.99 a month for unlimited visits, a daily allotment of games, and discounts on food and beverages. This monthly fun pass appears to be targeting inflation-weary customers who have cut back on discretionary spending. And the Rats press team put out a statement from the company's executive vice president stating, "We understand families are struggling to find affordable entertainment options outside of the home right now. Though I hope you're ready for a hell of a lot of rounds of Connect Four basketball. While the subscription may start at $8 a month, you can't cancel until after your first year of membership, meaning that you've got to fork over about $100 to our enterprising entertainer." The company claims, though, that this pass is already pretty popular. After all, they can be shared with up to 6 kids. And they say they've sold more than 350,000 of these things in a trial test. But kind of like the breaking up of Munch's Make Believe Band at all but a few select locations, as we've told you about before here on your Daily News Refresh, please subscribe, the concept of a subscription service you're allowed to share with your loved ones is also becoming something of an endangered species. As observed recently by Cable News Network website, the era of freeloading is officially over, as companies from Costco to Disney are cracking down across the board on the types of wink-wink honor systems that have long turned blind eyes to mooched memberships. After Netflix cracked down on password sharing a while back, they started selling extra member slots to people who use your account that don't live in your house, meaning one way or another, your girlfriend's gonna have to commit to something. And as recently reported by the Wall Street Journal, good luck trying to keep mooching off that expired college ID. If you want a cheap Spotify college subscription, you might have to verify that you're still going to college with a valid college email address. Of course, the reason your 30-something self might still want to present as a wide-eyed undergrad and not a grown-ass man eating alone under the watchful eye of heavy rat surveillance is what the Motley Fool recently found in its 2024 Subscription Sanity Survey. More than half of all respondents of all ages think they're paying too much for their subscriptions, a third of whom spend more than $100 a month on theirs, and with 40% of these people believing that they're simply oversubscribed. A Deloitte report from last year found that consumers are struggling with entertainment subscription fatigue, and when the price of fuel, food, and housing goes up, people rethink their discretionary spending. Now, as noted the other day by the Associated Press, annual US inflation actually just hit a 3-year low. But consumers these days are nevertheless becoming more and more price sensitive. And as noted in that foolish survey of 2,000 adults, people are growing weary of adding more monthly payments to their budgets. So, yeah, for a price-conscious family who wants to, I don't know, get their kid their 40 daily rounds of skee-ball, $8 a month for discounted games and discounted food might make sense. And even though I enjoyed a little bit of my full-price tiny pie and wanted to get a photo with the main man to relive some of my glory days, it made more sense for me to continue my Chuck E. Day downstairs, where it felt a little more appropriate to eat my pizza alone at the Applebee's bar. Not to say that Applebee's is immune to subscription fever. As we told you earlier this year on your Daily News Refresh, they recently offered up a $200 annual date night subscription for 52 weekly meals valued at $30 a piece. And hey, if you're looking to make the most out of a free subscription, great news. We've got you covered here at your Daily News Refresh, where if you subscribe, you'll get weird, funny, and interesting news stories in your feed each and every day. Like this recent one about Auntie Anne's new pretzel-scented perfume that was literally made to make it smell like you just got out of the mall food court. Wow, what'll they think of next?